as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 20 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled in there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Watson, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either. Once he gets those legs churning, look out.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front
You
of him.
remember the cup on the
Once he's
sink? I mean, on the
past the line
refrigerator?
of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Another try after the first down sack. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Packers.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Now, 3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And pressure gets to him again. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Cook. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down throw, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. You practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Nice man.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick.
You about to get your head deep. Give it here.
Underway in the 3rd
You about to bust your teeth.
Taken in the end zone. And the half will
We're
begin
going to go
with a touchback.
to Israel's house. Don't you want to go to Israel's house? What time to you?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good
I
first
said
half
what kind
lead.
of
Now
cheese,
they have a
man.
chance
I
to
said
add
what
on
kind
to
of
it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
I ate
spent the
chocolate
entire
bone.
halftime
Hey,
working
chocolate
with them on
bone.
what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
I ate
Nice first half that
Poppy
we've had,
cereal.
guys. But be
Poppy?
prepared for some
Oh,
change-ups. We're going to see
Charles?
them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how
take
they
that.
handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I tell you what I want phone. I want a phone so I can try something out.
Looking deep for
And what-
Adams.
so
And
I
that's
can
caught
do
inside
something
the
on my
35. And he will get this into
Okay.
the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in
Me
the
and
3rd
Ezra
quarter.
gonna play tag outside.
Packers 31.
Let's see what type of shoes you
Nothing.
got.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I love plays like that. Defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team. Always want
touchdown, Packers. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They run it again with Cook.
Oh my God.
Cook with a first down and much more. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Here's a quick throw right side. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
To kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
First down, Packers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a short running back, and sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem.
Which one you on, the tablet or the phone?
2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run, Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
This Vikings dude, he's a blowout. He ain't nothing to watch.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook.
Oh, my God. This thing got me on fourth. Man.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Makes it 3rd and
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They run again on first down. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. And this one through the uprights and good.
Packers 45, Vikings 13. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's how that little workout thing. That wide receiver from BYU, he just came to catch passes from Mac Jones. They had put him on the team already. He got picked up just from catching passes.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4. It's still a little work to do.
He was unsigned last year, so he just came to pass.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers to the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down
From the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
50 yards scramble just to get that shit. Yeah.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
I gotta play this one and I'm gone.
Crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag.
Ooh, look at you!
And I think this one might just.
You got there's some meat on that bone. I just heard your booty bone.
5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14.
Bring me your clothes. I'll put them on.
Position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Cook.
Man, this nigga gonna run this ball, bro.
And so we're
I'm glad she did say something. Look at these niggas. God damn.
And there he goes. And
He's so out rushing to it.
He's in for a touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to fire this thing deep. That's
boy, this nigga Aaron Rodgers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Green Bay.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Rodgers throwing here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly